just clicked the last link and it took me to the other thing and it said you were in another meeting. So
It's all good,
I
bro.
hadn't.
All good. Well, just make sure you click again, try to click those direct links on the text that I'm sending you, but we're in here now, so it's all good to go. Did you get all the weekly and daily tasks done since we talked last?
The only one I didn't get done was the training with a friend and recording it. And it's just, I don't train with anybody. And I tried to ask a couple people and they just weren't comfortable being on camera. But everything else I got done. And I may try and later on tonight, because I work at the same gym that I work out at, I may later tonight try and get some of the guys who go later in the evening and they, for the most part, don't really give a shit. Um, so I may try and get a video real quick with one of them, like training them or something. Just get them to like turn their back to the camera or something.
Good, good. Um, I'm updating your weekly task now. Oh. What do you feel like your biggest bottleneck is since you got all the stuff done getting into this? What do you feel like you need the most help with?
Probably how to, because I can make videos and maybe get some people to like them and whatnot, but trying to specifically target the main audience of who I necessarily want. Because I know you had gone over in a video before that these like 18, 19-year-old guys, like some of them nice and they're passionate about the stuff, but they can't necessarily pay for the coaching. So that turnover into passionate for it but turning over into actual paying clients may not always be the best. So it was either you or somebody else had talked about trying to get people that are a little bit older, a little more established, to be your clients. I am kind of a little bit unclear about how to potentially try and get those uh, niche group of people.
So Caleb, I'm gonna be real with you right now. You're hyper focusing on the wrong things to begin with. Your ideal client when you first start out with is anybody that wants to pay for your coaching.
Okay.
So why don't we just like I sent you a whole text the other day to try to give you some direction and
Hmm.
navigation towards this. Why don't we focus on trying to make top, middle, and bottom funnel content and making it authentic? Because I'm not gonna lie, Caleb, I can sit here all day long and tell you, hey, you need to make this type of content to speak to an older potential client. But if that content isn't authentic to your personality and you don't actually like make content that shows who you are, that resonates with other people and gives free value, you're just going to come off like you're trying to sell people all the fucking time and you're never going to be able to scale. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So I don't want you to hyper focus on, hey, I need to make niche content because then you might hyper focus on trying to sell people every time you make a video, which is going to come off really fucking weird, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So why don't we focus on making top, middle, and bottom funnel content so that we can funnel people in with our content and nurture them into becoming paying clients? Does that make sense at all?
Yes, sir.
So top funnel content is going to bring people to your page. So if we were to think of this literally as a reverse triangle, and the bottom of the triangle after bottom funnel content would lead to a DM and eventually a closed deal. Does that make
Hmm.
sense?
Yes.
Top funnel content brings eyes to your page. If there's no eyes on your page, then how do they
Doesn't
know
work.
that your middle funnel content is going to help them? How do they know that your bottom funnel content is going to help them? Do you see what I'm saying? So top funnel
Hmm.
content is purely to bring traffic to your page. Do you see what I'm saying? Dude,
Yes.
this content can literally have nothing to do with fitness. It can have something to do with fitness. It's literally meant to just show your personality. So it could be something like this.
I was actually going to do one of those videos today.
Could be something like this. Could be something like this. And dude, again, this didn't blow up like a lot of my top funnel content, but it's still very, very authentic to me. And it brought in 11 comments, brother. That's high engagement. Do you see what I'm saying? So this top funnel content that shows your personality is usually going to bring in a lot of engagement.
All my 90s kids.
I did something like that actually yesterday. It wasn't even about anything. Well, it was somewhat fitness related. It was about fitness and politics, and I mean that always gets people fired up and talking.
I'm not, but I'm more so not saying again. I can't tell you, hey, bro, that's a good video or a bad video when it comes to top funnel content. Because Caleb, I can't tell you who you are. I could if I
Right.
grew up with you, bro, and I was like your best friend, but I don't know you like that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can't tell you if you're being authentic to you. Only you can be honest about that. Do you see what I'm saying? But do
Yeah.
you get what I'm trying to say about top funnel content and what it's designed to do before I move on to my next point?
Yeah, you just get eyes on it, and then from the point of getting eyes on it, we can focus on trying to get people into the down the funnel to try and be, paid clients later on. But if you only got three people looking at your shit, it doesn't matter.
100%. So top funnel content brings eyes to your page. That is going to get your overall view count up and people just viewing your profile up. Now, when they come to your page, they start scrolling, they might see other videos and they're like, oh shit, he makes other content. He's a fitness coach. He's actually a pretty damn good one, too. Does that make sense? Now, not
Yes.
every single person that comes to your page is going to start scrolling and watch your content, but some will. So, this is how we nurture people that are interested.
Hmm.
So, middle funnel content, shit like this, bro. And, dude, again, notice in this video, I'm not necessarily talking about the mistake that he made. I'm just using this as a transition into my idea so I can get more eyes on my content.
Okay.
I'm getting superstar. Like a show by show, I'm trying to triple it, double the pie. But these things do a show of my. You do that on a regular barbell. Now, don't like making silly mistakes like this deter you from using the Smith machine because it's still a great piece of equipment. The Smith machine is always going to be more stable than like using a barbell if you're squatting or.
So, I'm basically just talking about the difference between a Smith machine and a barbell. But I'm using this as a way to
A
just get people
catch.
to watch. Did you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, did you catch that transition there?
Hmm.
So I'm just because, dude, all day long, I could just be like, a Smith machine is more stable than a barbell. But dude, people don't really give a fuck about who I am, and I know this, even as somebody who has a following. So why would they just watch that video if I don't give them a reason? Do you see what I'm saying? That's what the
Right.
green screen is in the beginning. It's just catching their attention. But this is
Right.
middle funnel content. I'm being the voice of reason. I'm giving advice. I'm giving people free value. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So this is middle funnel content. It's gonna get more eyes than bottom funnel content, but you're still just trying to focus on giving free value. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Then you've got bottom funnel content.
Good.
This directly responds to a comment and we should have more comments and questions as we have more eyes on our page and more people coming to our page with middle funnel and top funnel content. Then when you answer direct questions, people feel like you're speaking to them. Now, not only is the dude that asked me that question engaging with this post, but other people that had that same problem or same question are now engaging with this. So I have one, two, three, four, five, six leads here, bro. If I close on those leads for fitness coaching, that's potential like 15 grand for me right there, bro, off one post. Do you see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So do you see how this funnel literally works in real time? Top,
Yes.
middle, bottom. And literally you're just bringing people in and then after you get them to a bottom funnel piece of
Good.
content, I'm DMing these people. Hey man, saw that you commented on my post. I first off and again when you DM bro, don't fucking try to sell in the first DM. Like even if they've
Hmm.
commented on my post, I don't say, "Hey man, can I ask you a bunch of questions about your fitness coach?" in the first
Right.
DM. That's fucking weird, bro. I'm like, dog, I saw that you commented on my post. I appreciate you supporting the content. Like, it means a lot. Bro, fuck yeah. I love the content. And actually, it's helping me a good bit. Brother, I'm actually really happy that my videos can help. If you ever have any questions, dog, feel free to ask. Or my DMs are always open. I'm inviting him to ask questions. Now he's probably going to ask me a fucking question about training or nutrition or whatever he's struggling with. Boom. Authentic conversation. Doesn't feel like I'm selling him. I'm not asking to help with his fitness goals. I'm just asking, hey, bro, if you ever got any questions, feel free to shoot.
And it's one of those things of like, how you can do something but not know you're doing it until later on. I feel like I've done that before with that, where I've done that before, where somebody has commented something and they're like, "Hey, this is great," blah blah whatever, and I've DM'd them, which I didn't do before a lot of. And I was like, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, blah, blah, whatever. And then they had messaged back. We went a little bit back and forth. I was like, let me know if I can help you. And then they immediately followed me. But it never really clicked that I mean, I was just trying to be a nice person, which is great, do that, but it never really clicked to keep doing that. You know,
Yeah.
it was just a thing I just
This is
randomly did.
this is how you nurture leads, bro. If I can have conversation with you, Caleb, I can do business with you.
Right.
If I can't talk to you, bro, or I don't want to talk to you, I'm never gonna fucking buy what you're trying to sell.
Yeah.
So business is conversation at the end of the day. Make people feel like they can talk to you, like they want to talk to you. Because if that happens, bro, they're going to be dying to get on a phone call with you, especially if they want to talk to you. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But now, if you're attacking this from like a sales standpoint, not from a sales standpoint, but if you're attacking this like a salesman all the time,
Hmm.
and you sound like a salesman all the time in your content, in your DMs, people are going to put up walls.
Yeah, because they feel that.
100% all day long.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, that's why I'm not, dude. I want, when we get to the point where we've
Yeah.
established this, we can focus on more niche content because we've mastered the basics. Do you see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But if I say, hey man, make niche content, and then every video you sound like you're trying to sell to a specific person, we're fucked. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're trying to carve a block of marble that's barely the size of a pea. Yes.
Yes. So, bro, again, the funnel. Like, make one top funnel piece of content, one middle funnel, and one bottom funnel each day, right? And then, dude, if you can do that each day, bro, you're going to have people coming into your funnel and you're going to have leads eventually getting into your DMs. And then we're going to have no problem setting up calls and closing clients. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, at the end of the day, what I want you to focus on with content right now is authenticity. Ask yourself this when you make a video too. And this is going to take some practice. Some people are better at it than others. But dude, if you don't talk to the camera like you would talk to your best friend or like your brother or like your family member, and you sound like you're filtering yourself or trying to be more professional, or you're not saying something because you wouldn't want someone to judge you or cancel you,
Hmm.
we are like, you're gonna, again, lack of a better term, you're gonna be fucked, bro. Um,
Yeah, I did.
personality sells.
I did that for a long time. That's why, like I said, I've been making content for a while. And then when I finally got into the groove of like, man, fuck this. I'm tired of setting up and getting perfect lighting and getting like a basic script going, and I just make a video and respond to people's comments. I eventually got up to the 10,000 followers I do have. And then when I got up to there, I guess I got a little bit scared because I was like, oh, it's going. I need to be professional. And I
Why?
basically did that.
I'm gonna ask you this, bro. Instagram is literally will literally show you what type of content is effective in reaching other people because it will get good engagement and it will get you viewers and more followers. So that's literally the algorithm showing you what type of content it wants to seize. And then you went and overthought what you were doing and
Yep.
quite literally fucking like self-destructed yourself, for lack of a better term. So
Yep.
again, your overthinking is a huge fucking problem. Same thing way that you're overthinking this like what avatar niche you need to sell to. Yes,
Hmm.
dude, those things matter, but I also said in that video what I'm saying right now. These things matter, but if you can't be authentic, you will never fucking sell in the first place. So don't take the minute details that I give you and hyper focus on those things and not master the basics at first. Personality and authenticity is what sells. And that's what's going to keep people consistently coming to your page.
Yeah, got it.
Nothing needs to change about the information that you're giving and the way you're framing it. Yes, it honestly, if anything, you need to, like, once you get more followers, making more professional content with better lighting and things like that will help. But if you change your delivery just because now you need better lighting or this, then we're fucked. Do you see what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
dude, better lighting, better editing, better effects, all these things will make your content perform better in the long run. But if you miss the point and you miss the main thing that makes content perform well, personality and authenticity, it'll never do well. Do you see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So, dude, realize A good video will perform well. Dude, no matter what you're talking about, no matter the background, no matter the context, a good video that changes people's lives and gives them value will do well. Give you an example. This is the video of me just talking about how I am feeling convicted to try to stop smoking weed because I've been smoking since I was like 13 years old. And as I'm getting closer with Christ, I'm like, bro, like I literally am, bro, I used to wake up and smoke at like 6 in the morning right out of bed just because like, I don't even know why. I'm just hitting the bong because that's what I
Hmm.
do. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
344,000 views, bro. 48.7 thousand likes, thousand something comments, almost 2,000 comments. That's me sitting on my couch after reading my Bible, just talking about how I'm convicted to do this. Personality, authenticity. We can nail that every video. The videos are going to do well and speak to people. Do you see what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
once we consistently nail that with top, middle, and bottom funnel content, we can get into like, well, let's edit it a little bit more or make these videos more quality. But we have to nail that first. Because once we get that consistent, bro, it just takes off from there. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, and I think I'm getting better at that. Like those past couple ones that I made that were either not fitness related or vaguely fitness related. I mean, they seem to be doing pretty well, and I feel like that's more of like if I'm talking to you, that it's kind of if you watch the video, I feel like that feels like this. It's not me trying to like, well, if you do blah blah blah, yeah, like this that one actually the last one I wasn't even talking. I put edits or words over the music because it was a music about or it was a video about rap music and Charlie Kirk talking about how it's degenerate and bad and whatnot. And we need to go back to the music that built the country great. I didn't even speak really, but I put my words on the screen.
For our kids, we only allow classical music. It's time for us to stop listening to rap music and the degenerate hip hop stuff and go back to the music that built our civilization. Laughing at big six, trying to sell some broken amps. D-packs get off quick for every niggas talk shit. Reminiscing about the last time the task force flipped. Niggas be running through the block shooting. Time to start the revolution, catch a body and for Houston once they caught us off guard. The Mac 10 was in the grass and I ran like a cheetah.
That's a great piece of top funnel content.
So
Also keep in mind when you're making top funnel content, not everybody's always going to agree with your idea and like your
Right.
personality. So there's going to be mixed comments there. There always is. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm always going to get mixed comments, bro. I had people telling me that like Moses was on DMT when he wrote the Ten Commandments when I made that video, and
Okay. What
I'm
do
like, you pulled that one out your ass, didn't you,
you
Bubba?
right.
Like, holy
Yeah.
shit, like,
Yeah, yeah. Especially,
like,
I mean, you're a lot more vocal about your Christianity. Yeah, you're gonna get a good amount of people that are just shitting on you for that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so, bro, there's always going to be mixed ones, but this is a great piece of top funnel content. Let's look at this one.
Of course, lifting taking this so seriously, I was a runt. I mean, this is me at 18 going into my last day of high school. And you can see fucking just slim, straight down, bony shoulders. I had like a little bit of muscle because I started doing curls in my bedroom with the like 10-pound dumbbells I had. And now this is more what I look like. In the process of gaining this muscle and, getting jacked a little bit, I also learned a lot of stuff about myself. It wasn't all just putting on muscle and like looking good. That's why when people try and downplay you being in the gym, it's hard to explain to somebody that it's more than like just the gym. This stuff can really change you and your life. Before sort of lifting
I love
fitness,
this. This is a great take, but dude, if you're trying to make this middle funnel content, it's like, bro, where's the actionable advice?
Mhm. It's like it's good, but cliffhanger.
Well, it's also like, dude, how does this help someone watching? Try to turn your story and the things you've experienced into value for other people. This feels almost like, yeah, dude, it can change your mindset, which is awesome, and I'm glad that it changed yours. But let's frame it in like, dude, if it can change mine, and if it can change my life, it can change your life too. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
empower people with your message. Does that make sense?
Yeah, instead of just yeah,
Do you feel me?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So, um,
Like a good direction, but could have
Yeah,
used a
good
better
authenticity, more
right.
actionable value. Like, yo,
Got
if
it.
you feel this way, you feel insecure, have you fucking gone to the gym? Have you tried to eat healthy?
Hmm.
Have you tried? If you
Yeah.
haven't,
Uh,
I really fucking recommend it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean that might be a video I make after this call.
um,
I made this video and a couple people have DM me and they seem to be confused about who I'm talking about. If you're the person who is cutting 10 pounds and then bulking 10 pounds and then cutting in 10 pounds in a bulk because you're scared that the scale weight's going to be too low and that you're going to be too light and that 170 is too small, 160 is too small, 150 is too small. The point of this post is basically to say you only think that that body weight is small because you see people who don't lift weigh that much and they look small. But if you see other people that are like 170 pounds, you understand that 170 pounds is not necessarily small. It is if you're 170 pounds and you're out of shape. If you are ripped at 170 pounds, you're just a jacked, lean person. You've got to stop being worried about being too small and just worry about getting lean and looking good. I mean,
I would put so I try not to tell you guys like this is my thoughts on this topic because I don't want to tell you how to coach people and like
right.
what to believe or not to believe. I guess just think of it this way. My thoughts with that is like as a coach, do you actually believe that people should only focus on getting lean and
No.
building muscle? Aha. So don't leave them with just that. Do you see what I'm saying? Elaborate.
Okay.
Why is it important to get lean? Because if
Yeah,
we
you
don't
want.
get yeah, if we don't get lean, also like you're never gonna lose the fucking fat that you have. So like
Right. I
yeah,
feel like watching
that is
that
the
back.
that is the person that constantly bulks 10 pounds and loses 10 pounds or bulks because they actually don't get lean enough to the point where they can actually start pushing calories to where they
Mhm.
can just put on muscle because they've never lost all the fat that they have. Do you see what I'm
Funny
saying?
enough, yeah, watching that back on your screen, I realized there was a lot of fat there that I could have trimmed off.
Yeah, again, dude, it's just being tedious, bro. To put it this way, you have to care about this content. When you make it, rewatch it. Ask yourself, is there dead space? Is there shit that you repeated? Could you
Mhm.
go more in depth? Now you don't have to overthink again, where you overthink the video where you're like, oh my God, do I need to go more in depth or I didn't put a study up or I didn't. This is not what I'm saying. I'm saying just be
Yeah.
real with yourself. Ask yourself, like, does this make sense? Could I
Mhm.
go a little bit more in depth about this?
That and like, what does the video really mean?
And
What
how,
was the
who are you trying to help? When you make a
right?
middle funnel piece of content, bro, who are you trying to help? Who is the person that you're trying to help when you make this video? Do you see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Who are you speaking to? This is going to give you a lot more clear of an idea of how to frame this post and how to say what you're fucking saying because you're going to know who you're trying to talk to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, instead of just talking about a topic vaguely. Yeah.
So again, you're talking to the dude that constantly bulks and cuts and bulks and cuts. And why do they constantly bulk and cut and bulk and cut? Because
Mm,
they have not gotten to a body fat percentage that is healthy enough to build a foundation off of. You cut and then you get to a certain body weight and you feel like you're small, so you bulk. And then you push calories and then you put on more fat because you actually didn't lose the fat. And now you need to cut again because you feel like you're fat. And then we
right.
ride this fucking cycle for however long. Do you see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That so who are you speaking to? Do you see? Now I'm not saying you have to say it like I just said it, but
Right.
who are you speaking to? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that help at all?
Yeah, definitely.
Does everything that we talked about today like make sense when it comes to like content and how to funnel this stuff and like how we want to structure it and put it together?
Yes. I think that main takeaway is I need to find that balance between not overthinking, but caring enough about the content as well and the videos that I put out to where I can care enough to figure out who I am talking to. So just relax a little bit and figure out who you're talking to.
100%. Let's go. And then again, if we can aim to make one top, middle, and bottom funnel, because dude, again, if you don't do one each day, your funnel is missing pieces and then it doesn't work. Does that make
Right.
sense? So consistently, at least 3 reels a day, top, middle, bottom funnel. And if we can be authentic and know who we're speaking to when we make this content, it's going to perform well. Now, I just
Yeah.
sent you the link to book our next monthly call. Um, I know that you had an issue with your scheduling sometimes where you can only do Wednesdays. So just obviously look at the calendar for exactly a month from now. So that would be, the 27th of September, which is a Saturday. So the next Wednesday that you could do would be the 24th or the 1st of October. So please look at those dates,
So
20 or October 1st, and let me know which time works best for you.
so I'm actually fine on any of these days. It's just we've just had the calls been on Wednesdays. That's all. My schedule is fine actually.
Bet,
It's
bet.
just
Well,
constantly.
choose
It's just
then choose the date between the 24th and the 1st that works best for you.
um.
Whether that's the 24th, the 25th, the 29th, the 30th, or the 1st.
Is the 27th? We'll go. Hmm, give myself a little more time. We'll go 30th
Okay.
at Tuesday 30th. 2 o'clock would be fine. All right.
Perfect.
Every
Yeah.
confirm schedule. There you go. 2 o'clock, September 30th.
Let me triple check
There we
that
go.
correctly.
There you go. I just got the confirmation.
Yes, sir. I got you in here, brother.
Yeah,
Well,
and I will actually, those two things that you had kind of went back over on my videos. I am probably going to get off this phone call, make some food, and make two videos about that right now. The two different things of just because it's never going to end. Like Jeff Nippers talked about how he made 3 hour long videos on protein, and he's like, I kind of don't want to do it again. But at the same time, there's always new people that are coming in. You always have to make it. So I'm probably going to make that same video now where I'm talking about people, but talk to the person who's always cutting and bulking, make it a little more like that.
yeah, just try not to wear out consistent content ideas because if you're constantly posting the same things every week and people are consistently seeing that you're just talking about the same shit over and over again, then also
Yeah.
you're gonna not be nurturing your community of followers. It's not just about nurturing your new followers coming in, it's about creating a community as well. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, dude, if you need anything else, like I said, let me know. When you get done making those videos, if you want some extra feedback on them, feel free to send them over and I'll help you out.
Absolutely, buddy. I appreciate you.
I got you, bro. If you need anything else, just let me know. Like I said, thank you for working with me today, bro, because this actually gives me a chance to relax a little bit this evening. And
Yeah, I'm hoping you'll feel better here soon. Yeah,
bro,
see,
it'd be like that, you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
but I appreciate you for working with me, bro. If you need anything else from me, just let me know. All right, Bo? All
absolutely. And if I'm fucking off, make sure you correct me. All right.
right, bro, I got you on that.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Just
All right.
hit me up if you need anything. All right.
Absolutely.
All right, Bubba. Peace.
Bye.